Hey pasa everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the Artha Trine, and I got my usual chart here, and these are the houses 10, 2, and 6. So the Artha Trine is all about your things that sustain you in life. It's about your career. It's about your material possessions, your wealth, and how you save money and all that. So it's it's about this world, and you could really find your career through these three houses. There's a lot of other different ways that you could find your career as well. But so like the 10th house, it does represent your career, and we got the second house. Second house, you can look at your career too, but when it comes to the trines, the second house represents like how you save your money, and the sixth house represents your hard work and the service done. So through all these three houses, you can really look at your career. You can kind of see it, but really when you look at the whole chart, that's where you can really find your career. And the best way is to really just take time for yourself and meditate, or just everyday conscious life, and thinking about what it is you want to do. What's really going to make you happy. And sometimes your soul's greatest joy is going to be exactly what you want to do in career. Sometimes it might be different. Um, you just got to really think about it. I've really found the best way for me is just meditation and thinking about what it is I want to do. And it might not be like all about making money for you in this life. Just having enough money to sustain you, and doing in your off time, you're doing whatever you love doing. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all of the ascendants, and we could see what's going on. I got my notes right here, so I can see what the houses are, and we'll start with the first one, which is the Aries. So their 10th house is Capricorn, represents their career work. So first of all, that really represents that they're very hardworking. Aries has a lot of energy to begin with, action. They're very much leadership quality. Capricorn is really bringing stability in the work area, and really a lot of focus, a lot of it could be strictness, it can be ruthlessness, as some people say about Capricorn energy. But this, just like their own ascendant, they got that leadership quality when it comes to career. So they can be whatever, CEOs, supervisors, foremen, whatever. Distributing orders, giving orders, and really being well planned, organizing things, because Saturn is ruling Capricorn, bringing that organization, that discipline to them. When it comes to how do they save their money, they got the sign of Taurus here, and Taurus is a very a practical kind of a sign, and it's an earth sign as well. So the practicality. They're very practical about saving their money. They really are thinking about investing in saving the money for the things that they really need in the world. That might be the priority first, and then after that comes the stuff that brings more for hobbies or playfulness, whatever like that. When it comes to their sixth house, they got Virgo here. So as far as their hard work goes, Virgo is very hardworking, just like the sign of Capricorn over here. Virgo brings a lot of hard work. It brings a lot of analytical kind of energy to the career. So they're very much into analyzing things. They got the support of Capricorn over here, the discipline too. Even though Mercury's like that mutable energy, it's kind of everywhere. They got this Capricorn bringing stability. They got Taurus over there too, bringing a lot of good stability. So, and the service done too is they got the Virgo energy, which is Mercury. It has that healing energy. So they can be doctors or whatever. They could bring that kind of healing energy to people when they're out in their career, whatever that may be. So we're going to move over to Taurus, a Taurus ascendant, and their 10th house would be the sign of Aquarius, representing their hard work. And Aquarius is ruled by Saturn as well, so they can have a lot of that discipline, the organization. Aquarius brings that energy of community, bringing people together. It also brings that leadership quality to them as well. But they're very interested in everybody being happy and helping everybody out and making sure everything's running nice and smooth. And, the age of Aquarius, whole vibe, bringing people together and everybody's pitching in to get the work done. And when it comes to their second house, they got Gemini over here when it comes to how they save money. And Gemini is a lot of thoughts going on. So I want to save money for this, I want to save money for that, I want to be planned out for this and this and this and this. So they got a lot of ideas about what they want to do with their money. And Mercury, the fast-moving planet, that's why they really have a lot of this fast energy. They really want to save up a lot of money and get the things that they want. And when it comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Libra here. Hard work, service done. They got Libra here. So this is like similar to the Aquarius, being that's their ascendant. The Libra energy is all about the equal exchange of energy. It's having a good environment in the workplace. So that's what they're really that's what really brings balance to them as well, is having that healthy environment with the Libra energy here. And the service done is all about that equal exchange of energy. They want to make people feel good, feel like they're worth something in the job, their value. They have value to what they do. We're going to move over to Gemini now. Gemini's 10th house is going to be the sign of Pisces. So if you notice too, like Aries, all of their Artha houses are earth signs. All of Taurus's are the air signs. And now we're going to Gemini. Gemini, all of their Artha houses are water signs. So, I should say this too. Like Aries, when it has that earth stability and career, so that makes them very stable in how they go about thinking in their work, in their job. They're very much focused on, it's all about the way I do it, and that's that. So that can be a negative thing when it comes to, like, they might be too close-minded or get offended when people are trying to help them out. So that's where they need to be a little more open-minded with that. When it comes to Taurus, they got the air energy in the Artha houses, so they got a lot of ideas. The ideas are going on. So they're helping out with coming up with new ways of doing things in the job. So when it comes to Gemini, they got the water energy. The water energy, brings that emotional connection to things. They really want to help people out, and it makes them feel good inside. Makes them, gives them that emotional relief. So Gemini's 10th house, as I was saying, is Pisces. So when it comes to their career work, they got this Jupiterian energy here. And, this is, they want to gain a lot of wisdom, gain a lot of knowledge about the job. The Piscean energy, gives them that unorthodox type of way of thinking in the workplace, coming up with, unique, original ways to help the company out and what have you. When it comes to their second house, they got the sign of Cancer there. How they're saving money. So, they're very much interested in, saving money for the things that really make them feel good inside. They want to nurture themselves. I want this, exercise machine to help me out, or I want a new bed, or, anything that's going to really make them feel comfortable in life is what that Cancer energy is. When it comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio representing their hard work and the service done. So this right here is really giving them a lot of energy. Geminis already have a lot of energy, but Scorpio being ruled by Mars. So they got a lot of energy, the action. They're taking action. They're constantly working. They got the energy to really work hard and keep at it. Keep going at it. They got the emotions in there too. This really makes them unafraid of being competitive with the sign of Mars there. And and very passionate about the service that they do. And we're going to move over to Cancer. Cancer's Artha Trines are all about the fire energy. So this is, they got a lot of motivation, action, a lot of energy to go out and do things. They want to be constantly on the move when it comes to career. So Cancer's 10th house is the sign of Aries. So Aries energy. Aries energy is really making them focused on, getting what they want out of their career, doing what they want in their career. Nothing is going to stop them from doing what they want in their career. They're very focused. They got this good leadership quality with Aries. They got a good grasp on psychology, psychological, you know, good traits, bad traits within people. They can see it within people. Aries, Mars energy is about going inward into things and, seeing what's going on. And, with Aries has that energy to it. So they have a lot of energy with that, with their careers. When it comes to their second house, they got the sign of Leo. Leo, so how they save money. This is very much, I want to save money for this because I want this. It's all about I, because Leo's the sun, represents the ego. And, they're very much thinking about, I want this because I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this and I. When it comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Sagittarius here. So their hard work service done is with the sign of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, so they have that. They got the Jupiterian energy there where they're very inclusive with everybody. Sagittarius, the fire sign, so they're really still, they've got that energy to work hard, and they really want to help people. They can be good teachers when it comes to the career, teaching people how to do the job, training people. And yeah, they just got a lot of energy too. That's what I was thinking. And let's go over to Leo. Leo's 10th house. Leos are ruled by the earth element. They're Artha houses. So the earth element's bringing that stability to what they believe in, how they go about working. Just like Aries, they need to be a little open-minded when people suggest things to them, because they could get offended. It's like, hey, my way is the way, and that's that, But a healthy Leo, is going to listen to people and, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's incorporate that in there. So Leo's got the 10th house. They got Taurus in the 10th house of their career. So this is bringing a lot of stability to their career. They're very much, the bull. Taurus is the bull, so they go after things, what they want in career. They don't let anything get in their way. They really, they got the leadership quality from the sun, and they're very fixated on doing things their way. Just like I was saying about the earth, they're very stable, and they want to do things physically too. Taurus has that physicality type of an energy to them, but still they can really, just be like the king, ordering things, ordering people around. And when it comes to their second house, how they're saving money, they got this, what is it? They got Virgo. Virgo is representing their second house. So the way they save money, they got Virgo. They're really thinking about, they're analyzing about what it is they want to save their money for. They got the Mercury energy of Virgo right there, which is, it's very analytical, very, very focused, looking at things, thinking about, what it is I really want, and I want money for this, and I want money for that, and then I need to save this much money to get this, and this much money to get that, so that's that. When it comes to their sixth house, representing hard work, service done, they got the sign of Capricorn there. Capricorn is their sixth house, ruled by Saturn. So they got the discipline. They got the discipline, the organization skills. Capricorn is just by itself already a hardworking sign. And, that going with the ascendant Leo being, a hardcore leader, this brings the whole organization, the discipline, the focus, law-abiding type of energy as well. So that's how they're bringing about that energy of service to people. So we're going to go over to Virgo. Virgos are ruled by the air signs. So this is again with Virgo. There's a lot of thoughts going on. Virgo's ruled by Mercury as it is, so they have a lot of thoughts. The air sign is just taking them even higher into more thoughts in career. It's a good thing too. It can be good. It can be bad. Their 10th house is the sign of Gemini. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, so that's a good thing when it comes to their career for Virgos. They got the Gemini energy here, ruled by their own planet. So Gemini is bringing a lot of even more, a lot of thoughts going on when it comes to career. A lot of good communication skills, sealing the deal, making deals with people. A lot of, talking, letting people know what needs to be done. This needs to go this way, this needs to go that way. They have that ability to juggle a lot of different areas, telling this group of people what to do, telling these over here what to do, telling these people over here what to do. They're able to juggle this stuff around and get things done. When it comes to their second house of saving money, they got the Libra energy here. And, Libra is really bringing a balance to the way they save money. That's, we're thinking about the positive aspect of it. They really have an awareness of how to spend their money, that with their needs, things they need and the things they want. They have that ability to be balanced when it comes to how they save their money and what they use it for. And their sixth house of hard work service is ruled by Aquarius over here. And so they got the sign of Saturn there, So when it comes to hard work, Saturn is all about hard work. Saturn is bringing that energy of, you need to be disciplined. You need to be patient. You need to be law abiding. And, this energy too of Aquarius, is bringing people together. The whole communal vibe, making sure everybody's happy, making sure everybody's doing their part. And, the service, Saturn is all about servicing people, helping people out. That's what they got there. So we're going to go over to the Libra. Libra's Artha Trine is ruled by the water element. So they got the emotions coming in. Their hard work is bringing them emotional satisfaction, emotional relief. So when it comes to their 10th house, they got the sign of Cancer. Cancer's in their 10th house. So Cancer is bringing that, that nurturing kind of a feel to them. They really care for the employees that they're working with. They want to really get along with them really easy. If they're in charge, they're really letting them know that, you're very valued in the job. So that, it's kind of like that mothering kind of an energy. And, Cancer represents, the home. So they, they bring that kind of homely vibe. Libra's really like a comfortable environment in the workplace. When it comes to their second house of saving money, they got the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, so they're very, we can say like the way they save money, they're very protective about their money and, how they want to spend it. If somebody else is kind of suggesting this and that and this and that and they don't agree, they're going to be very protective about it. So now I want save my money for this and this, not that and that, So when it comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Pisces there, their hard work, the service done. Pisces brings that energy of Jupiter into the sixth house. So, this brings that inclusive kind of energy, bringing everybody together, sharing their wisdom of the job with people. They want that good vibe in the workplace when they're working hard. And, this is the Piscean energy. Again, with Pisces too is that whole thinking out of the box, thinking in different, unique ways to get the job done, make it get done faster or whatever, coming up with good ideas. The Pisces is the original ruler of that 12th house, so the imagination is very, it's expanded, and they have that ability to come up with thinking out of the box, thinking about good ways to benefit the company. Now we're going to go over to Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by the fire signs, so they got a lot of energy. Scorpio's already Mars with a lot of energy as it is. Now they got the fire signs in terms of career. So their 10th house is ruled by Leo. So Leo, Leo's bringing the kingly energy. It's bringing the ego into there. So they have that leadership quality when it comes to career. They have that, I feel this should be like this, and there's a lot of I going on with Leo because, they're thinking about, from their perspective, about what should be done. I believe this, in my opinion, this and this and that. And, so the good leadership quality when it comes to them. When it comes to their second house of saving money, they got the sign of Sagittarius there. Sagittarius is that Jupiter energy. So they could be saving their money for things that educate themselves spiritually. Um, it could be just anything, education, any kind of something that educates them, whatever they're interested in, you know. But Jupiter brings that spiritual kind of energy. They want to buy things about spirituality, or they want to buy a book about fixing cars or whatever. You know what I mean? Anything that brings education into them. That's what they are saving money for. When it comes to their sixth house of hard work and service, they got the sign of Aries there. Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, just like their ascendant Scorpio. So this brings that very the competitive nature into a Scorpio. They're not afraid to compete with people. In fact, they like it. They like the competition. A healthy Scorpio really benefits from that in a healthy way. They don't really abuse their powers of competing and succeeding. But they have that energy to really thrive off of competition. They love it, and so they're very hardworking. Their service is always, they're ready to go. Action is, they're constantly on the move. So let's go over to Sagittarius. Sagittarius' Artha Trine is ruled by the earth element. So there's a lot of stability in what they believe in. Like I was saying about the other ones, the Aries earth, Leo earth. They need that open-mindedness. I suppose it's more easier for as a Sagittarius to be more open-minded because they got the Jupiterian inclusive kind of energy to them. So, they might be fixated on their ideas, but they're willing to listen to other people's ideas and incorporate them within their own thoughts. So when it comes to their 10th house, they got the sign of Virgo. Virgo represents their career and their work. Virgo is, it's a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing things. So they're, Sagittarius really represents someone who wants to be like a teacher, a professor, someone who's really sharing the wisdom of the job. And this really gives them a lot of good focus on doing that. The whole intellect is being stimulated. They know how to represent it through the intellect, the wisdom that they know. When it comes to their second house of saving money, they got the Capricorn sign there. Capricorn. So Capricorn is really is that Saturn energy. The Saturn. So they can be really good at saving money. Holding on to it for a long time. Saturn, the slow-moving planet, being well planned out about what they want to spend their money on. They got the discipline to hold on to their money for whatever it is they want. Saturn really represents the more of the practical side of wisdom, so they could be spending it on, learning things in a practical kind of a way. When it comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Taurus there in their hard work, service done, Taurus. Taurus too, another very practical kind of an energy. So they can really come up with, just the practical ways of getting the job done faster, new ideas. And they're very they're go-getters too. The Taurus energy is, they're going to get the job done, and no one's going to stop them. The bull is charging forward, and they're ready to work hard. So now we're going to go over to Capricorn. Capricorn, where are we? Capricorn is ruled by the air element, and this is a lot of ideas, a lot of stimulation with the intellect going on here. In the workplace, their 10th house is the sign of Libra. So they got this Libra energy. This is like challenging for the Capricorns because they can be very hardworking, very unemotional. When they got that Saturn, that dry energy. They're just distributing, giving out orders. They can be ruthless. That's what they're known for. But the Libra energy right here is like bringing people together. The healthy exchange of energy. It's also bringing the justice, enforcing the rules of the job. But, the Libra energy is really bringing that, it's trying to help them to bring in some good emotions, that good exchange of energy, good relationships with people in the workplace. Because Libra's ruled by Venus. So that's what's going on there. Their second house is ruled by Aquarius, how they save money. So they got that Saturn energy Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. How they saving energy, how they're saving money, is ruled by Aquarius. So the way they save money can be used to help other people within their family, their friends or whatever. They could be thinking in those kind of ways. Which is really good for a Capricorn, since they can be like very serious kind of people in the workplace. They're saving their money. They want to share the money with other people to have a good time. They're very disciplined about it too. Organization. The Saturn slow-moving energy is right there. When we comes to their sixth house, they got the sign of Gemini there. Gemini over here in their sixth house, hard work, service done. So, this is really helping them too loosen up the stability of Capricorn. Gemini is really thinking about a lot of things. It's really coming up with a lot of ideas. As it is, Capricorn is already doing that, coming up with a lot of ideas. Gemini is really just stimulating it more. And, it's just a lot of energy with Gemini. It's always like that with Gemini, wherever it is in people's charts. So let's go over to Aquarius. So Aquarius is ruled by the water element. So they got the emotional connection involved with their career. They want to feel that emotion. I did a good thing. I feel good. It makes me feel good. So Aquarius, their 10th house, they got the sign of Scorpio over here in when it comes to their career. So they got the Mars energy right here. So they got a lot of energy when it comes to whatever it is they want to do, in their career. They're a lot of action, taking action, a lot of fearlessness going on here, a lot of that energy of competition too. They really could enjoy that competitive energy. It could be more balanced though with an Aquarius, because they're about the community. They want everybody's pitching in, doing their part. They like that harmony. So that they can have an easier time dealing with the Scorpio energy, having a healthy competition. When it comes to their second house, they got the sign of Pisces there. How they save money. They got Pisces there, so they got the ability to really use their imagination when it comes to really what they want to save their money for. It could be it's Jupiter. It's I want to save money to educate myself spiritually, or what do you call it? Career-wise, education. Any kind of education is always there with the Pisces, with Jupiter's energy. And, they can really come up with different ways of saving money. Maybe they invest in stocks and what have you, invest in other businesses. Pisces really thinking out of the box how to save money. When it comes to their hard work, service done, they got their sixth house is ruled by Cancer. So Cancer, again, is bringing that nurturing kind of energy to them. So they're really, they want to go out in the workplace and really help out, and, help other people feel comfortable within the job, feel like they belong. It's the nurturing energy of Cancer. It's the diplomatic energy of Cancer. Everybody counts. Everybody's matters in the job. And Cancer's really got that movable energy as well too. So they got a lot of energy when it comes to how they work hard. So let's get to the last one. We got Pisces right here. So Pisces career is ruled by the fire element. So this is all about the action, energy, and their 10th house is ruled by Sagittarius. So their 10th house is ruled by Jupiter, which their own sign, Pisces, is ruled by Jupiter. So this brings that, again, that teaching ability. They could be teachers, professors, educating people, training people in the job, and, really bringing that, a lot of motivation to people with the fire energy. They really inspire people to want to learn and grow in the business. When it comes to their second house of saving money, they got the sign of Aries there. So they got Mars here. Mars is, ruled by Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. So Pisces, pretty laid back, chill, nice harmonious kind of people. They got, when it comes to saving their money, they got this Mars energy, so they got that protected kind of energy going on with their with how they save money. I'm saving money for this and this and this, and that's that. They really they can be protective about their money, and where they spend it, because they're really interested in spending it on what they want, and they can be defensive about it, maybe just in their own thoughts inside their own mind. When it comes to their sixth house of hard work, they got the sign of Leo there in the sixth, and Leo is all about that the kingly energy. It's ruled by the sun. It represents the ego, it represents their identity. So when they're going out and working, they're really feeling the sense of I'm really accomplishing something. I really feel good within myself. I feel who I am. Who I really am is really shining. That the ego is really getting soothed, and it's coming out. With Piscean energy, they're usually they're more interested in going into altered states, and with the Leo energy here in the career, it really helps to connect them with their ego. Whereas they might be not so connected with it at times, being that they're this energy of the 12th house of Pisces. So yeah, that's the Artha Trine, and if anybody's interested in the 12 house readings, in Vedic astrology or Thunder astrology readings or the 9 world rune readings, just go to greg.thunderwizard.com, and you guys have a good one. Peace.